Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgie, and this is Charlotte Wessels. I think that's how you say it. Sorry for my English pronunciation of your name. Charlotte is the singer from Delane. She's also sang with Camelot. And she's done quite a lot of solo stuff, of which this is her new solo album. It's not out until something like the end of September. So definitely plenty of time to save up there. So this song, called Chasing Sunsets, is the first track off this album, The Obsession. Like I say, not out till the end of September. And I'd actually bookmarked this because YouTube kind of shoved it in front of me and said, hey, look at this. And then the PR company sent it to me literally like the next day. So what? I don't know. There's probably some, but here's what the PR company said. I don't know. I'm just confusing myself now. But here's what the PR company said. So the genre is symphonic metal. As you can see this week, there's not been any core bands. There's a reason for that. Let's get to that later. So anyway, charismatic Dutch, this is what the PR company, charismatic Dutch singer-songwriter Charlotte Wessels has released her new single, Chasing Sunsets. The track, which is at once melancholic and upbeat, highlights her inimitable voice and memorable hooks. Inimitable, I like that word. Taken from Wessels' upcoming solo album, The Obsession, due for release on the 20th of September. I knew it was way out. This record is promising a storytelling exploration of fear and liberation. Featuring guest appearances by Simone Simmons, who we know, Alyssa White-Glutz, who we know. It blends catchy elements with progressive and heavier soundscapes, marking the most significant step in Wessels' solo career. Now, I don't know whether those guests are on this song or on the album. I'm going to say the album. And the reason I'm saying that is that the title of this song does not say featuring blah, 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 which they tend to do, don't they? So, I have not heard this. I think I've probably heard 2 seconds of it, but it's back when I was ill. So I've got no real memory of about a week ago, to be honest. We should probably do that thing. Listen to it. don't want to use the word quirky, but I'm going to. That was kind of quirky. She has this voice that is almost a complete counterpoint to the music. Because the music, or the tone that they've chosen for the music, is kind of pretty heavy and dirty. That bass sound is just, it's filthy, as the kids would say. I think, I don't know, some kids might say that. It's just like, it's got this big, heavy bass sound, and the music rocks and everything, and you've got her lilting voice over the top. And I, for one, really enjoyed that. I'm like, yeah, this, because it's just kind of, it's got an instant, interesting sound to it. And it kind of, even in 3/4 of the way through, went a bit sort of weirdly technical for like half a bar. And you sort of went, ooh, where are we going? And then they didn't go there, they just went back. And it was just like, it was almost just a quick wake up sort of thing. I mean, that was 4 minutes long, and it kind of, you had a kind of quite a lot in it. Is this making sense? So I'm not really familiar with Charlotta. So I've heard Delane, obviously, but I've not got all their albums or anything. So I'm not super familiar. But I did not expect that voice with that sound tone to it and everything. And she's put out a lot of stuff. So I'll have to go and watch something else. She put out a song called The Exorcism, and I know this because it's there on my screen. There. I can't point at it. Anyway, over there, you can see that. Which I think might be from the same album. Certainly got the same font. So that one passed me by. So I might have to go and listen to that and see if the rest of it's as quirky. I'm just going to have to use that word again. It's certainly interesting, isn't it? And it rocks. So, and it would play really well on Metal TV if there was such a thing in the UK, which there absolutely is not. And no, I don't count the flipping Scuzz and Kerrang TV on Sky, because they're just constantly playing November Rain by Guns N' Roses or something. You might get a song that you like every 4 hours. Anyway, that's not important right now. So Charlotta Wessels, if I am saying the name correctly, and somebody will correct me in the comments if I'm not. Album The Obsession. That was a song, Chasing Sunsets, the first track off this album, which maybe sets the tone for the album, I don't know. But yeah, I think that rocked. And I think it was interesting and fun to listen to. Okay, we're done with this. If you're still here, and one of the regulars who tends to actually listen this far, there's going to be less core on my channel. I feel I've got sucked down this kind of, this, not on purpose, but sucked down this channel of getting a lot of core bands and things, and all of that sort of super, well, just core bands. I mean, that's the big problem. And because I've been listening to them, YouTube keeps recommending them, and PR companies are sending them to me. That doesn't mean I will never do a core band again or anything like that. It's just that I'm getting really tired of them. There's a lot of press that production button for core, and you get a great sound, and their musicianship is great, but they all just sound very much the same. Even the really good ones, it's very hard to stand out in that genre, and I'm frankly tired of it. And I'm tired of listening to bands that are like 6, 7 out of 10. And the reason for that is that they just sound the same as all the other bands in their genre. And yes, you could argue this about other genres. Well, everyone who plays prog sounds like prog. Yeah, I get that. It's just that core relies so heavily on this production to make it into a thing. And I don't know, for lots of reasons. And I've never been a core fan. I've said this ever since this channel began. So there's going to be less, just literally far less core on the channel. And so if you're watching this far and you are a big core fan, maybe now's the time to never pay attention to me ever again. So as you can see this week, there has been none. And like I say, I'm not saying I'll never do it. I'm just consciously trying to mix up the genres. Because if you start listening to one thing, then that's what YouTube will recommend to you non-stop. You know, oh, you like this, therefore you will like all of this other stuff that sounds just the same, and that's not how my brain works. So there you go. Probably, I don't know who watched this far. I'll find out in the comments, no doubt. Someone goes, yes, I agree, or no, I disagree, and that's how I'll know. Keep waving this finger around. I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend. That's a new one. Could be watching it anytime. Could be the middle of the week. Could be anytime, couldn't it? Oh.